One guy, one book, one beer. Hello, welcome to One Guy, One Book, One Beer, the series where I start reading a book on page one and I keep reading it until I have finished one beer. Then I come back and tell you what I read. My untested theory here is that the more exciting a book is, the more it just draws me in at the beginning, the more I'll read before I'm done with my beer because I won't be thinking about drinking the beer. I'll be so enveloped in the story, I'll just keep going. So if the book doesn't suck me in right away, I might only read 2-3 pages. Who knows? If it's really sucking me in, I might read, 40-50 pages. I don't know. I've never timed it out before. This is a new experiment for all of us, friends. The one guy is me. The one book this week is Touch by Claire North. Sounds like it could be a good one for the one guy, one book, one beer test. The beer today is a Newcastle. I should have thought of a better pairing. Oh, this person's hopping from body to body. I should have picked something very hoppy. Oh well, so be it. So I'm going to go off and read this book and drink this beer and see what happens. Here we go. Okay, as you can see, I finished my beer and I made it 39 pages into Touch. So let me tell you about how I feel about what I've read so far. This was a really good book for one guy, one book, one beer, because it started really with an exciting bang. And I'm probably going to be drawing some comparisons here to Claire North's other book, The First 15 Lives of Harry August, because much like that book, this book started with kind of like an exciting scene. I guess in Harry August it wasn't really an exciting scene, but like a scene that was full of mystery and full of like, ooh, what's going on here? This is interesting. This is exciting. And then kind of jump back in time a little bit to tell us what had built up to that scene. But basically it's the story so far of this person told in the first person, and this person, like I said, jumps from body to body. If he touches you, he can jump into your body. And it hasn't been really explained yet what happens to you while he's in your body until he switches to a new body. But basically the story so far is that someone is hunting him, like an assassin type person, and he's trying to figure out why. That's it. That's the short version. I really like Claire North's writing style. A lot of parallels can be drawn, like I said, to Harry August, but it's also, I think the writing style in this is a little more kinetic, a little more immediate. She's writing with a lot of fragments, which I don't recall that being a part of Harry August, but I think it works for this story pretty well. And it's pretty interesting little technique when the main character jumps to a new body, the sentence cuts off mid-sentence and then starts on the next line. So there's like a little line break before the next one, but then the sentence continues on, on the next line. So really interesting. So yeah, this was a good book for the first episode of One Guy, One Book, One Beer. One reason I wanted to do this was because I thought it'd be fun to get into, when you talk about a whole book, you get really lost in the overall story and things like that. But I thought by just talking about a short section of the beginning of a book, I'd be able to focus a little more on what leapt out of me as special about the book. And this definitely a cool concept, but also I think it's the writing that I'm really enjoying. It's clever too. There's a lot of little clever turns of phrase. The final thing I'm going to do in every episode is tell you whether or not I'm going to continue on with the book. And yes, I am going to continue on with Touch. So looking forward to that. That'll do it for this episode of One Guy, One Book, One Beer. I invite you to play along at home. Unless you're not of drinking age in wherever you live, then do not play along. And I will talk to you next time for more One Guy, One Book, One Beer.